Hello YouTube and welcome to my week 5 battle of season 4 of the PBF. I am PokeTie90, the coach of your Dallas Stars, and this week we are up against my cousin slash rival, Andy, aka Ninamori Fanboy, the coach of the St. Louis Carbinks. Oh my god, I almost forgot what his team was. If you haven't watched the team builder, definitely check it out. That's the last video in the playlist, of course. And you'll see the team that we are bringing here. Oh wait, let me switch sides. How do we do that here? Oh, I guess I can't. Okay, well, so we'll be watching this as me being the opposing side here. So we have Mega Altaria, Ludicolo, Darmanitan, Galvantula, Milotic, and Hitmontop. We are up against Alolan Muck, Chestnut, Mega Scizor, Wishiwashi, Garchomp, and Mamoswine. He didn't bring the rain, which we were hoping he would bring. We planned for that. That's what Ludicolo was all about. We didn't bring the sand, which he might have been planning for with 3 members who can not take any damage from sand. So it'll be a little interesting. Our record thus far is 1-3. Andy is undefeated. We could really use a win here. Sorry, it does have to be post-commentary because the software that I was using I was having some difficulties with, and so this is post-com. The following weeks I should be able to do it live commentary, and I don't have the webcam up anymore with this, unfortunately. I'll see what I'm able to work out for next week's match. Without further ado, we will get going, and let's see. We're going to say real slow so we can have time to talk. So I lead with the Galvantula, and he leads with most KOs the Garchomp. The Galvantula, I have HP Ice on. Here, we'll hit play. I can talk while this is going. Yeah. So I go for the HP Ice in the hope that he is Scarfed or something, or he just goes for Rocks, expecting me to have to switch. So he goes into Alolan Muck, who can take anything from me, of course. And, okay, it doesn't have to be that slow. I go for the HP Ice, it does nothing. And he is Assault Vest again, so we can definitely tell that. So I have to switch out, of course. I figure he's probably going for a knockoff, so in has to come Hitmontop. He gets a crit, which might end up mattering. So now he has to switch out, of course, and Garchomp comes right back in. And I went for the Bulk Up. So how he came in, he's probably not Scarf Chomp, he's probably the Tank Chomp. So he goes for Stealth Rock, and I go for Close Combat, Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet. That was really foolish of me. I should have set up another Bulk Up, but I didn't. I died of the Earthquake. I mean, he took 50%, but that was really. I didn't notice it in the match how bad a play that was. And then right here, this is what I'm. So, if you watch the team builder, what did I say about this Milotic? Milotic can take out 9 of his, if I get set up before him, or he's just not set up at all, but even ground, Milotic can take on 9 of his total 11 on his roster. The only 2 I need to watch out for are Magneton and Chestnut. And I even noticed during the team builder, Chestnut has Leech Seed. That would be detrimental to Milotic. So what do? I immediately send out Milotic before the Chestnut's taken care of. I think it's a Magneton, but I meant Magnezone. So Wishiwashi comes in thinking he can't do anything to me. I set up the coil. I'm like, Wishiwashi, you know, he thinks I can't do anything to it. It can't do anything to me. I'll just continue setting up. Hidden Power. Not much. Switches out for the Chestnut. Set up another coil. All the setup is nice and great, and I go for the rest immediately, thinking he could outspeed me, hit me with like a Wood Hammer, Resto Chesto. Leech Seed misses. Now here I'm like, he's gonna go for Leech Seed. I went for coil again. We didn't get to the part, but there's the Leech Seed. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to win this. I went for the Aqua Tail because, I don't know why I went for Aqua Tail. if I'm not being hit by a damaging move, Aquatail does more than Avalanche does. And this is just going to continue. We'll switch the speed up a little bit while we just continue to waste my beautiful Milotic build on my terrible play, which has been to trend this season. So I'm wasting this so important. Literally, if Chestnut was gone, if I didn't get Leech seeded, I'd have been perfect. And not perfect. I mean, Milotic could have done all the work. I mean, the rest of his team can't. I mean, he'd have to. At the amount of setup that I could have had already, he couldn't have won. Like, I would have absolutely won if I'd have just taken that Chestnut and still had Milotic before he got Milotic in before either Scizor or Garchomp, which Garchomp didn't even have it. So before Scizor had Sword Dance. So I Will-O-Wisp on the Tank Chomp, and I'm thinking here he's not going to stay in. So I'm just going to go for Willow again. He did stay in. He went for Rock Tomb. Doesn't kill. Lowers my speed. I am choiced. Choice with Willow to have confusion and stuff. So he goes for EQ. It does nothing to Ludicolo. He's burnt and he's Tank, and I'm Ludicolo. But Ludicolo doesn't have much bulk. So anyways, in comes the Chestnut. Rather than go for the Ice Beam when I'm facing a Galvantula, I decided to go for Giga Drain, expecting Wishy-Washy to come in. I have no idea why I went for Giga Drain. Just another bad play. Drain Punch does a ton. Ice Beam didn't do much to him. If he switched in on Ice Beam, it would have been a much different story. He'd have gone down, and it would have been a different match. So clearly, I am not playing well again. Alright, we'll slow it back down to just have a better speaking pace. So in comes Galvantula. HP Ice kills the Chestnut. Apparently I can only count on Galvantula to do anything. Assault Vest Muck comes in. I'm like, Galvantula can't do anything more, and I can't switch into an attack with the two of them. Darmanitan and Altaria, I mean. So in comes Darmanitan. I take rocks. Switches out the Alolan Muck because he wants to protect that since I have Altaria still. In comes Garchomp. Dies to Earthquake. So I got 2 KOs. In comes Wishy-Washy. Go for Earthquake. Doesn't do anything, and then I die to Scald. So now I have Mega Altaria coming in on rocks. He has 4 Mons left. So it comes down to whatever's going to happen here. So I'm going to Mega and I'm going to Roost. I think I'm going to Roost, yeah. Get to 100. He goes for Ice Beam. Yeah. And it does 46%. So I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have a chance to set up on this thing? Because I can Roost install it on Ice Beam. Nope, this one does 53%. So that low roll did... It put me in such a that I had to set up the Cotton Guard. I mean, I could have got another KO at least. But nope, instead Mega Altaria goes down without any kills. There's the match. So, we can see I lost 4-0, 1-4. So, definitely have to turn things around this next week. I mean, again, I'm not too upset about my team building. I don't think this week was the best, but Milotic definitely was. I mean, I recognize in the team builder and looking at his team here, Milotic was definitely a potential win con, I think. Once I got set up, and I'm always going to get 2 coils because he's never going to switch the right thing in because you don't expect a coil physical attacking Milotic. And by the time you figure that out, as long as Chestnut and Magnezone are out of the way, it's too late for you. I mean, the bulk, the Marvel scale helping the fact that you're asleep, you're taking less damage with Marvel scale, and you're going to be bulky. I mean, all those physical attackers, it would have been perfect to deal with his team, but I just don't listen to myself from my team builder. So I'm very upset with that, but Great match, Andy. Continuing your winning streak, playing very well. And sorry, fans, look for next week because I am not going to make so many mistakes again. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.